Welcome to my presentation. So today we have chosen a paper to make our research project of this course more flexible and more feasible, and the title of our presentation is Avoiding Contrails Insights from Satellite Observations. So before diving into the presentations, I know many of us haven't had the chance to have a flight. Even I myself didn't have the chance to be a part of a airplane flight. But in the movies or even in our real life, from a very short distance, we have seen planes fly. And when in the movies we see when planes fly in the sky, there are few gases. The exhaust air which is emitted from the plane mixes and it creates some I should say an artificial cloud. So these things are related to this research paper. So let's dive into the presentation. Okay. So if we make a division of this paper, at first we have discussed the introduction, how this paper was developed, how writers, what is the writer's approach and all this. Then we have tried to cover some keywords which has been used in this paper, the objective of this paper. After that we have tried to discuss the methodology with a brief discussion. And in the later part we have tried to cover the findings which were found during the research, and after that we have tried to make a good conclusion of this paper. Okay, in the introduction part, the authors made a latest research on contrail formation and persistent patterns. And how they made the research? They used the satellite-based observation for contrail avoidance strategies, and these data were optimized during the observation. And after that, an estimation of contrail climate impact was also observed by the writers, and the regions which has higher likelihood of contrail persistence were also identified. Okay. After that, we'll try to see. We'll try to see some keywords which has been used in this paper. So at first, what are contrails? So these contrails are formed when hot exhaust gases mix with cold air, and these contrails persist for hours. And what are the impact of contrails? These contrails basically they mix with hot exhaust gases, so they trap heat, contributing to cirrus cloud formation. And the objective of this paper was to develop effective strategies for reducing the climate impact of aviation, and the focus of this study was use of satellite data to identify regions with higher likelihood of contrail persistence. Okay. Again, we have tried to make the objective more focused, because the writer's approach is always important. They investigated the use of satellite data to develop contrail avoidance strategies and estimated the climate impact of contrails based on satellite observations. Okay. Now we will see the methodology part. What is the methodology? Well, in any sort of research paper, the research which has been done following some method, and this part is known as the methodology. Okay, so first the authors collected and analyzed a large data set of satellite observations of contrails and their associated meteorological conditions. This allowed the writers to identify patterns in contrail formation and persistence over different regions and under varying atmospheric conditions. Next, they developed models that incorporated this observational data along with information on aviation emissions and flight paths to simulate formation and dispersion of contrails. These models are validated with the existing models and also compared with the existing models. Now, what were the findings of this paper? If we see the research insights, the formation and persistence pattern of contrails were the research insights of this paper, And now we will see what were the relationship with aviation emissions with contrails. Basically, contrails are only related with plain exhaust gases they mix with cold air. Okay. In the conclusion part, the authors observed some positive sides of the contrail based efficiency, and also they suggested some points. So let's start with them. The satellite based observation of climate contrails inform contrail avoidance strategies for reducing emissions climate impact. They did that, and they also identified patterns in contrail formation and persistence using satellite data, and those regions which have higher likelihood of contrail persistence, they have been targeted for avoidance strategies, and they have also have been asked to optimize flight paths to minimize climate impact, and also to avoid areas with high contrail persistence. And lastly, a collaboration between the aviation industry and the scientific community is crucial for implementing effective contrail avoidance straight. Okay, so now we have come to the end of our presentation. I would like, if anyone has any sort of question, I'd be very much happy to answer them. Please leave your queries on the comment box. I'll see them and I'll try to answer them. Thank you.